It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Right, we're gonna start off with helping our dear Stennis. I had another word for him earlier on, but now I couldn't think of it. It wasn't a very nice word, though. Okay. I feel like I'm sitting so far away from my PC today. Look at all the birds sitting on the statue. Right, let's go see what they have to say for themselves. Sage.
The commoners claim it's our prince's doing.
Such judgment is above their
Seriously,
so large will
Hang on. We gotta freeze first. I sort one issue out with my Witcher and then another issue pops up. I wonder if I mustn't just rerun the graphic settings with it.
Geralt! It's good to see you.
It is I.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
He does think the sun shines out of his arse, so what is stopping them?
What's stopping them?
The knights, Adernian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scale Bolden. I keep order in Vergen.
Are doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yolvath!
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's to the rescue.
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Squirtal keep an eye on him.
Why's the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
But you just want to kill him.
I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
So I thought
There's
you're gonna
more
listen
of
to him
us.
first.
You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Tell him you're
We need to act quickly.
Huh? I love how the first response is, huh?
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Rolling down, you surly dog! You'll change your tone when we put a...
Saskia's on the pier with Henselt at the gates. Wraiths fill them.
My bunnies are so used to, if they hear the crinkle of a packet, they're getting treats. And I was just getting myself some marshmallows, and they thought they were getting something as well. Right,
This is nonsense.
The prince
What
has
will
it
the prince
coming,
gain with the
methinks.
virgin's death?
Good. I could tell you what
Bloody
he lost
bastard
with their life.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Greetings, we just spoke. We'll speak to him about
Guilt
that
must
later
be
on.
proven.
Let's just,
Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
I'll grant you that.
Give
Say,
us this
Witcher,
whole
come over
power.
here. Rolling down, you surly dog!
let's
Say,
speak to them.
Witcher,
Why is
come
he
over
lingering
here.
about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel.
Harvel.
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets. Throwing their weight about too much they are.
Why don't you go put some pants on before you want to throw your 2 cents into the matter?
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
Exactly.
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones. What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would
Right.
you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal. Our way.
And the non-humans?
We have enough down on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Away with them.
Right. You certainly sound like you guys have done all the research to know if he is innocent or not.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
Okay.
Farewell.
Godspeed.
Give us this horsepower!
Rolling down.
It's good to see someone's taking care of it. Who will the Witcher side with?
Who will the witch side with?
They say someone cast a spell, and the Virgin
Right.
fell as if...
Hello.
The priest, eh? What should I do?
What, is this him?
I've been looking for
it
you.
is.
I don't know you.
You caused quite a commotion. Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
Should we get aggro with him or should we try persuade him? Let's try the more volatile approach.
I don't want to hurt you. I really don't. But I'll cut your arm off if I have to.
No, no, please.
So tell me what you saw.
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. They wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
Okay.
Anyway.
We might be onto something. Find the priest's house, ask this burden for help. Okay.
Sorcerers are a plague of the worst kind.
Dun, dun.
If not for that damned Jorvich.
Serfs and lords will never be
Go
on the
get the
same
lads,
side.
we won't stand for this.
Humans only care about their asses' lives as the stations do.
I'll cut the block off the next man.
Oh, dear.
Isn't that a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks.
No, I
table
actually
ware in
want
the
to
council chamber
examine,
is your
not
handiwork.
talk.
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, Avenger Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
Okay,
See
you take
at the
care then.
inn. We'll grab a beer.
Enough of this charade! Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The witch is right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss.
This music in the
Never.
background.
It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene Damed the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olcan got what he deserved when Henselt cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis' time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to be poisoned.
It's like we're going in circles here.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Oh look, it's
Your
Stennis
Highness,
himself.
this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want,
Yet
to
he
judge
won't
me?
give me some of
Is a
his
prince
blood.
a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world.
And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden?
Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me.
Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you?
I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
Yeah, could be a bad
The
idea.
prince has a right to a fair trial,
He
no
does.
matter if he's guilty or not.
Mm-hmm.
We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out?
No.
No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
Exactly. To a fair trial it is.
The peasants are furious,
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
but they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't.
Yeah, we'll
It'll be
sort it
that
out.
way until Saskia regains consciousness.
Dude, I'm about halfway
She
with
won't
that, so
keep
don't worry.
order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No, anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
Go, my baby Yorvith, go! Do what you must. Well, there goes getting Stennis's blood. Where's it? Royal blood. So the nobility had their opinion, the peasants theirs. The man accused by the nobility was not guilty. They blamed Stennis for poisoning Saskia, as the peasant movements initiated by the Dragon Slayer were not to his liking. Okay, we can still go to speak to Thorak, which had a gift for him. He suspected the original goblin had been replaced with another containing the poison. Thorak was the only artisan in Vergen capable of replicating the original and thus producing the goblins used to poison the Dragon Slayer. And we can also still actually go and do the priest's house. So we can go ask Cecil for where his house is. No! Oh, I didn't know progressing that's going to cancel that. Yorveth led his Scoia'tael away from Vergen. Unable to speak with either Elias or Yorveth, Geralt shrugged and moved on to other matters. Thus, we must add spoiling the plots of a detective story to the list of Yorveth's many crimes. Damn it, Yorveth, you spoiled our detective story. What we could do, though, is I could reload into before this, and we could just ignore the riot with Stennis for a little bit and go into the catacombs. Right, so I've loaded into before we spoke to Philippa about Triss's bandana. so it hasn't triggered the event with Stennis and the peasants wanting to lynch him. So we will make today's goal to go into the Dwarven Catacombs, and we will do everything down there that we need to, and then we'll kind of then go back to Philippa so we can trigger that whole event. So let's just sort this. I didn't know it cancels this one if we progress a little bit further. So, and I do want to try get everything. So if it means we need to backtrack first to move forward again, we shall. Hey, Catacombs, here we come. I'm not overly excited about it, but I do need to do it. Oh boy. Hello? Oh boy. Yay, my favorite. Whee! Oh, there's three of them. There's three of them.
Take that.
And I'm itchy. Ooh, don't roll towards them. Absolutely no crafting things. Oils. I have no oils for the race. Oh boy.
Guess they'll never learn.
This is why I don't like the catacombs. We cannot make any oils for our sword for the wraiths, but I have crafted a shit ton of bombs that we can actually use. So we can use, we've got this, which is, it blinds and freezes all within range. This is a flammable gas, and this also stuns and freezes. 15 to 30, 10 to 30. Let's keep the harpy traps for now. Okay, we've got all those bombs. Falker's blood. Let's put a oily on the yes. Okay. Let's see if this helps. Ow. That's great. I hit the fucking stairs. Let's do this. Wrong one. Not Axie. Queen. Come on. Oh. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Okay.
Shit, you stink.
See, one-on-one is fine. I can deal with that. Okay. another one. Dun, 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 dun.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
Okay.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely. This corpse is decomposed almost completely. This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
Okay, then I don't think it actually would be any of these ones, right? No wraith. Interesting. This one's also almost decomposed. There we go. Okay, maybe we should start from the furthest point and work our way back. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And we're gonna save quite often here. Because to die and not save here, it's a mission to get back to where you were. Oh dear God, there's more. At least I got him. Oh! The camera just went like all crazy. See, we can even go in there, I think. I think we can, yeah, we can blow that wall as well. So there's quite a vast section down here. Yep, hey. This one's already like burst forth. Okay. Like I said, we'll start in that room and work our way back. It will be easier that way. I feel like we're not going to finish this. We'll have to finish this Catacombs in the next video. That's fine. As long as I can get half of it done. Half of it done now. And the other half... Oh, there's a lot of bodies to uncover here. Okay. Where does that lead? Oh, no. Oh, that's that second section. I think we could have just cut across. Okay. He didn't land one hit on me. Not bad. Okay, I wonder.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
This one looks a little bit newer. Oh, it is.
This corpse is fresh. Someone brought it here recently.
Let's look at the head.
Interesting. The head's in far better condition than the rest of the body. Dark rings around the eyes, like an anemic. Just a few delicate bites on his neck. He's grasping a few long hairs in his hand. The forearms are cut up pretty badly, as if he had to defend himself. There's something embedded in the bone. A metal splinter. Interesting. Clothing ripped in many places. Traces of sulfur.
Wounds on the chest first.
They're ripped open. Whatever attacked him was ferocious.
I'm sorry, dude.
Fingernail marks all over his back. At least he had some fun before he died. A book. Your body sizzled beneath my gentle caress. Sounds like Master Dandelion.
Okay.
He was young, just like the others. All the clues seem to indicate a succubus. On the other hand, there's a metal fragment in the wound.
Talk to Dandelion about the tome poetry. Right, so that is the side quest. Examined the bodies and based on our knowledge concluded that the succubus had killed the men. Also, Geralt found a book, a tome of poetry on one of the corpses. We only inspected one of the fresh corpses, but anyways. Whosoever doubted that humans and beasts alike admire my oeuvre and love me should doubt no more, as this was proof positive of my fame. In any case, the witch had hit a dead end and came to talk to me. Right, now, we are also here to find the Dun Banner, right? Yeah. Belonging infamous Dun Banner, Sorcerer's Promise, and Medallion. That was in the Catacombs, right? Oh, this one, yeah. Go to the Catacombs, find the Dun Banner standard. Okay. I don't think, because everything, all the other cloths seem quite old, so I'm not even gonna bother uncovering it. We need to go speak to Dandelion. We already saw what we needed to. Then there is over here that we can inspect. I think the Dun Banner might be behind this wall. That also looks quite old. Let's do that.
Who are you, and what do you seek?
Geralt of Rivia. I seek the standard of the Dun Banner. Who are you?
Eckhart Hennessy, ensign and color-bearer of the Dun Banner, the best force to issue from the land of Kedwen.
Sorry, business called. Okay, I didn't hear the conversation because I couldn't ignore the call. But I can't remember what he says.
You may not remember me, but I remember you.
Where from?
I served in the Dun Banner.
Liar!
I fought beneath its standard at Brenna and at Vergen.
The Battle of Brenna. The Nordlands, shoulder to shoulder against the Black Ones. The Redanians, led by De Ruyter on the right. The Talus leading to Meria on the left. A splendid sight, was it not?
I feel like this was a trick. I feel like this was a trick question.
You're mistaken. The Redanian regiments were on the left. The Temerians took the center.
Correct. Perhaps you speak the truth.
Try me again.
Tell me,
Shit.
for this you must know. Who was chief commander of the Nilfgaardians at Brenna?
Oh, this is tedious. I'd rather kill you. None of these names seem familiar, and we did listen and read about stuff, but I can't remember.
It's nice to chat and all, but I think we'll finish this another time.
We're just like, yeet it, kill the wraith or deceive it. Hang on. Do we not have a book about the Dun Banner? No, we don't. See, this way is where it would have been great to have a book about the Dun Banner. Okay, you know what?
I see you.
Yes.
Tell me.
I'm gonna guess this, and if we're wrong, we will end up fighting him. So let's see. I'm gonna go with
Elantre.
You lie. You are not of the Dun Banner, and you must die.
Okay.
Come on!
Move out the way. Okay. I have deceived it before, but then I actually paid attention. And I wasn't playing like 6 different games, and I did it in like most of it. Not most of it, but like... ooh, there's a spider web in my face. Obviously, I played like 4 or 5 hours into the game. You know, you're a lot easier to fight compared to all the other wraiths. Just saying. Got you trapped in a corner. Okay. That was a lot easier than all the other wraiths. Yeah. There's the standard. Right, death symbolized. This letter, but the symbol of death had a guardian, the wraith of a Dunbanner veteran. The Witcher could acquire the item he sought by defeating the ghost in battle by using deception. The latter choice would force him to impersonate a unit member and appeal to an old brother-in-arms. Geralt destroyed the wraith. Now nothing stood between him and the standard. The symbol of death was now in the hands of Geralt of Rivia. The curse would soon be lifted from battlefield. So it was Menno Cohorn that I should have chosen, and that was my second choice. But if we do deceive the wraith, then we are able to get the sword of the Dunbanner. Damage 26 to 33. I mean, what is ours? 12 to 20. So that would actually... Wait, is it a silver or it's a steel sword? So this one. 19 to 30. So it would have been 26 to 33 with a reduction on block and knockdown. So his sword actually would be a great asset to have. I know this is cheating a little, but at least I'm admitting it and I'm being honest about it. I want that sword.
Tell me, for this you must know, who was chief commander of the Nilfgaardians at Brenna?
So that was the
Menno
right
Cohorn.
choice.
I am beginning to believe you. Menno Cohorn, the repulsive head hound of the Nilfgaardian pack, but a great commander. He will again let the Nordlings' blood. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm sure, because most people died in...
Your memory has suffered after death. Cohorn perished at Brenna.
You are vigilant. I could not deceive you.
Because I am of the Dunbanner.
Because...
Perhaps you did fight at Brenna. It was so long ago I may have forgotten you. But Vergen is another matter.
I can't answer for the state of your memory.
You're right. Memory often fails us after death. I cringe to admit I've forgotten who commanded the armies during the Battle of Vergen. Perhaps the most important day of my life. And the last. Be so good as to remind me.
Oh, dear lord. Wasn't it Vandergrift and Saltkirk?
Seltkirk led Eddern. Vandergrift led us.
Well done. Not all know that. Some believe that the kings commanded the armies during the battle, or that their mages did.
Do you believe me yet?
Yeah, sometimes do
Not
take notes
yet.
in history
I
lessons.
shall when you tell me how you survived the massacre at Vergen.
Let's see, Biggerhorn took me prisoner, Saltkirk spared my life. I would think that the prisoner option would be better, because usually in, you know, battles like that, you don't have the opportunity to have your life spared. You are more likely to survive because you've been taken prisoner rather than them just saying, well, your life is spared.
Most of the Dun died. The survivors withdrew south. The fires blocked our way back to our lines and we fell into Biggerhorn's trap.
I know, the cowardly bastard. You have proven that you served in the Dun banner.
May I take the standard?
Why do you desire it so?
It will help me lift a curse.
Curses are of no import to me.
This one should be. It has stopped King Henselt's army from advancing.
The unicorn has returned.
He stands at Vergen's gates. With your help, he'll avenge the Dun banner.
The standard lies in the sarcophagus. Take it. You will also find the sword of Colonel Gondor. Now, it is yours.
Thank you.
Colonel Gondor.
Where have you left your mount?
There are no horses here.
True. I would gladly drink with a brother from Brenna, but I am an unfettered soul. Strong drink means nothing, tastes of nothing. Perhaps I miss that most in death. Guard the standard. I grasped it firmly even as they cut me down.
And then I run. Great, thank you. Now we've got the sword of the Dun banner. Either way, we've got it now. It's ours. And there we go, 2633. What a big improvement. And we've got 3 slots to put runes on. So when we get out of here, we can do that. Oh, hang on. I've got better boots. Armor's 1, but the reduction of magic is 3 and incineration is 2. Why have I not put these new booties on? Scandalous. Look at it. Thought it would open it bigger for some reason. Okay, so that is that. Okay. Okay, so that should be everything within the catacombs. Yeah. I just want to get out of here. So yeah, I may have reloaded in to get the sword, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's not really anything else in the catacombs unless you want to just fight a bunch of wraiths. So that will be it. That's why you work from furthest point back, because then you end up, because they always put it furthest away. So anyways, I'm going to quickly head into town and I'll save there, and then we will say goodbye for this video. That is another episode of The Witcher done. I do apologize that we didn't actually get much questline wise done, because we managed to stop the lynching of the prince, but then we had to backtrack so we can go to the catacombs. But I still feel like we got a decent progress through. We at least managed to get the Dun banner standard along with the sword, with me having to reload in so I can get it. But it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with reloading in a game to get different answers, and now at least you guys as well know the difference, the different options of if you manage to deceive him and when you don't manage to deceive him, what you get on the outcomes. So in the end, it's a win-win situation. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not like I'm not allowed to go and reload back to not get something or whatever the case may be. So when we head back in next week with another Witcher, we will go have a chat with Dandelion, just to kind of see what he has to say about that poetry tome we found with the dead body. So we can round off that side quest and then reinitiate the chats with Philippa. So I won't put the entire conversation in with her again. I'll only put in the new sections with her in when we go have a chat with her. And then we can get right back on track and help save Stennis, I guess, and lock him up in prison so we can prove whether he is guilty or innocent. Yeah, so much drama in the city of Vergen. but we are getting through all of them slowly but surely. We will eventually be heading a little bit further on with the main quest as well. I mean, we're managing to get a lot of sources of power, and now we've got the Dumb Banner, and we've got Triss's bandana to track her and all that. So I think next step would be to round off the Harpy contract after that, and to convince Cecil Burden to open the gates for us to go into the Harpy's lair, so that we can get a bigger source of power for Philippa to help save Saskia. But that is it for this episode. You know the drill. If you liked it, hit the like button below, and while you're down there, don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!